up, Ripple Effect? We're so pumped to have you guys here tonight. We're going to worship together, and I want to invite all of you guys to come down to the front. We're going to make this like a big family deal. We're going to gather in the front, so come on down. Fill in this space in the front. We're going to worship together. I'm serious. Y'all come down. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Walking around these walls, I thought by now they'd fall, but you have never failed me yet. Waiting for change to come, knowing the battle's won, for you have never failed me yet.
Let's sing Your Promise Still Stands.
Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never failed me yet. And I know the night won't last. Your word will come to pass. My heart will sing your praise again. Jesus, you're still enough. Keep me within your love. My heart will sing your praise again. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail. I've seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way when there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way when there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never failed me yet, and I never will forget that you never failed.
Hey, Ripple Effect, welcome to our night of worship. Hey, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. This is something that we haven't done together before, so it's awesome to do it now. And as I was thinking about and preparing for this night of worship and thinking about how I engage with worship and what I do with worship, I realized that it's really easy to get caught up in life when it comes to worship. It's really easy to get caught up in what's happening today or yesterday or the week before and what's going on. And if it's been a hard week, sometimes I don't feel like worshiping. Like I come in, I don't feel like singing really loud. I don't feel like raising my hands. I don't feel like doing any of that. And sometimes whenever it's been a hard week, it's easy to make worship about us, right? And how I feel and what I feel like. But regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of what's been going on this week, the reality is that worship isn't about us. It's about God. And even in the midst of hard stuff, God is still God, right? He's still good. He still loves you. He's still there for you. So regardless of what's going on in your life, I just want to invite you guys to worship. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing or what's going on at home or what's happening with your relationship or in school or whatever you have going on right now. Tonight's about God and the opportunity to worship Him for who He is. So if you haven't come down front yet, go ahead and come down and let's just spend the night worshiping together.
That once was crowned with thorns is crowned with glory now. The Savior knelt to wash our feet. Now at His feet we bow. The one who wore our sin and shame, now robed in majesty, the radiance of perfect love now shines for all to see. Oh, your name is victory, and our praise will rise to Christ our King. Oh, your name is victory. Our praise will rise to Christ our King. So the fear that held us now gives way to Him who is our peace. His final breath upon the cross is now alive in me. His victory. Your name is victory, and our praise will rise to Christ our King. Your name is victory, and our praise will rise to Christ our King. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. was borrowed for 3 days. His body there would not remain. Our God has robbed the grave. Our God has robbed the grave. Oh, your name is victory. And all praise will rise to Christ our King. Your name is victory. And all praise will rise to Christ our King. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. The resurrected King is resurrecting me.
Sing this with me. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Come on, sing this out. Holy, overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Holy, overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, we worship your name, Jesus. Sing, when I was your foe, I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. And I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. Come on. And all the Sing this out. It's true. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found. Leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah. Oh, we worship who you are. Oh, come on, let's give him praise. You guys can be seated for right now and turn your eyes to the screen. We're going to watch a video.
From the time I was born, I had a ball in my hand, I guess you could say. I remember being like 3 years old, and we had this old pitching machine out back, and it used to just like lob wiffle balls up. And I used to be 3 years old just sitting out there all day long, like multiple hours, and my dad would have to come outside and say, hey, come inside, we have lunch, or come inside, we have dinner. And I was like, come on, Dad, I gotta become a professional baseball player now. I'm out here working. And then we moved down here, and I still continued to play baseball, and this was around like middle school age. And I had a football coach, and he said, hey, I'm actually coaching lacrosse over here at the middle school, and you should come play. I switched over to lacrosse, and I was just like, wow, this is incredible. And there was so much that I was missing out on just from not playing. What I had in mind for my future was different from what God has in store for me. Growing up, I lived in 2 different houses because when I was younger, about 2 years old, my parents got divorced. I would go to my mom's on the weekends and go to my dad's during the weekdays. When I was like 4 or 5 is when my stepmom and my dad got married. So she kind of stepped in and became our godly role model of our family. And she's the person that really got us going to church and everything. I remember one specific night, I got invited to come actually to PC3 for a night of worship. It was just a very surreal feeling to be in that situation where all these people are like so compassionate and like so loving no matter who you are or like what you've done or where you come from. It's just like they want to be there for you just for the fact that God's been there for them and they want to show everyone that. 8th grade was definitely a turning point in my walk with God, just specifically because that was a time when I was switching into new classes with different people. What I was exposed to in 8th grade was those kids who were very steadfast in their relationship with God, and this is what we believe in, and this is the type of people that we are. I'd say playing a lot of sports and stuff. I played varsity my freshman year for lacrosse. There was definitely an overload of people coming into my life. There was the lacrosse people, all kinds of people from the school. I realized I was coming into contact with more and more people as like coming down here, lacrosse is such a huge sport, and I actually currently play for a travel team during the summer, and we travel up the East Coast like all summer. Every single weekend we have a tournament. Having that situation brought me to come into contact with a lot more people, and I feel like I have to continue showing other people what God has done in my life, and I feel like it's given me the opportunity. It's just very easy to relate to people in that sense that they're like, oh wow, like you seem to be doing so well, and I just have to slip it in like, hey, this is God working through me. And it just gives me that opportunity to reach those people who wouldn't have ever gotten told about that.
I want to invite you guys to come back down to the front. We're going to continue worshiping. You've overcome this world with love and made my fight your own. I lift my eyes, throw fear aside, and sing out into the night. 'Cause even when the world plays, even when the fight goes, even when the war's waged, I'll take heart. And I know you are greater, forever you are Savior. I will sing your praise with all that I have, with all that I am, Lord. I'll set down the waves, 'cause you own the tide. I'll still my soul and know you wait for me on waters wide, where faith walks above the storm. 'Cause even when the world plays, even when the fight comes, even when the war
together, strangers, neighbors, our blood is one. Children of generations, of every nation, of kingdom come. So don't let your heart be troubled, and hold your head up high. Don't fear no evil. So fix your eyes on this one truth: God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from. Jesus, our redemption and our salvation is in His blood. Oh Jesus, light of heaven, friend forever, His kingdom come. So don't let your heart be troubled, and hold your head up high. Don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth: God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong, and remember where our help comes from. Sing, whoa, remember that we've been given access to the Father through the grace of Jesus. Let's celebrate that as we sing this bridge together. Sing Swing Wide. Swing wide, all you heavens, let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All His children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace, good God. His name is Jesus. Swing wide, all you heavens, let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All His children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace, good God. His name is Jesus. One more time. Swing wide, all you heavens, let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All His children, clean hands, pure Oh, Jesus, light of heaven, friend forever, his kingdom come. Yeah, we're going to do something that we love here at Ripple Effect in Port City. We're going to celebrate in life change and baptism together, so you guys can have a seat for a few more minutes.
Hi, I'm Javi. I have the privilege to lead CJ Sasser in our group. And today I'm going to be reading his story. Hi, my name is CJ Sasser. I'm in the 9th grade and I go to Howard High School. I grew up always going to church. Both of my parents worked at a church in Raleigh. And my dad still works at church now. Because of that, I grew up always hearing about God and Jesus. I can't remember when I made a decision to follow God, but I was very young, like in preschool. I think following God in your life is different because you are actually trying to be nice and kind. And people who don't follow Jesus don't really have a reason to. As a Christian, you try to lead people towards Jesus and set a good example of him in your life. It is also really different because you are different than most people. And other people might look down on you or think worse about you. Sometimes it's hard to follow Jesus, but we are called to be followers of God in the good times and in the bad times. Because I have let Jesus into my heart, I try to reflect him the best I can and try to lead people towards him. I know being baptized won't make it easier to follow God. It will help me share my knowledge of him and hopefully help other people know and love Jesus. I want to be baptized to share my faith in God and Jesus and also to help lead people towards him.
So, CJ, I've known you for a long time. And ever since you were born, I hope you know that your mom and I have been just praying a lot of different things for you. We prayed that you would be safe and God would protect you. We've prayed that you would be a leader of people, and I've actually prayed that you'd be a leader of leaders in your life. But we've really prayed that at some point you would come to an understanding of what it means to follow Jesus and take steps to do that. And obviously I know that you have kind of been around that story all of your life, and we've seen you take those steps along the way. But today's different because it is different to kind of get in front of your friends and your peers, people that you're going to see in the hallway, people that you're going to see on the field, people you're going to play with, people you're going to play against, people you're going to kind of just know. You're standing in front of those people and you're saying, I want to be different. I want to live for something different than the world tells you to live for. And I just want for you to know that me and your mom and Kylie are so proud of you and so thankful for you as who you are as a part of our family. It's been so fun to kind of watch you grow to this point in your life, and you've accomplished a lot, but there is nothing that you will do or decide in your life that is more important than the steps you're taking today to publicly say that you want to follow Jesus. You said in your story that it's not going to be easier necessarily, and that's true. I mean, you got a lot of things that you're going to have to persevere through in your life. But I want to remind you of a verse that I learned when I was pretty close to your age. And you've heard me say it before, but it's 1 Timothy 4:12. And it says, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity. And so you have an opportunity to be a leader of your peers. You have an opportunity to lead kids in Treasure Island, but you also have an opportunity to lead people that are older than you are as you seek to follow Jesus. And so I just want to encourage you to recognize that when you say you want to follow Jesus, you're a new creation, and that does not mean it's easier. It just means that the battle is really starting. And so I'm thankful for you. I love you, man. And because of your profession of faith in Jesus, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I love you too.
All right, we're going to sing one more song, just celebrating what we've just seen. Let's lift our voice. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Yeah. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized here with you. This love is for real, you will never let go, never let go. Oh, it's more than just words like beyond my control, out of control. Let's lift it up. This is real love, this is real love. Yeah, this is real love, this is real love. Oh. You're pulling me closer and closer and holding my heart to the very end. So Jesus, I found in your freedom. 'Cause this is real love, this is real love. In your heart I'm found. I want you, 'cause you won't let me down. Oh, you got me, yeah, you got me. So this love is for real, you will never let go, never let go. Oh, it's more than just words up beyond my control, out of control. You're pulling me closer and closer and holding my heart to the very end. So Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. 'Cause this is real love, this is real love. Oh. Pulling me closer, you're pulling me closer and closer and holding my heart to the very end. So Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. 'Cause this is real love, this is real love. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Yeah, this is real love, this is real love. Oh, this is real love, this is real love. Oh. You're pulling me closer and closer and holding my heart to the very end. But Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. 'Cause this is real love, this is real love, this is real love.
Who's excited for Fuse?
Oh, wow.
Dude, I am so pumped. And I'm more excited this year than I think I have ever been before.
Why? We've done it for a long time, Jeff.
Because now it's just us going. It's just high school going.
What do you mean by that? I don't think they understand quite what you're saying.
The
Jeff.
middle schoolers aren't coming with us anymore. We love them. we love them, but they're going to their own camp.
There are some middle schoolers in the room back there that feel
We
very
love
sad
you guys.
right now.
I want to. I'll be at your camp too. I'm sure some of these guys will too. Leading there, but this is actually a really cool reason why we split this year. I think we've realized that over the years that you guys are so different. I mean, think about it for yourself, like how you were in middle school and how you are now.
Think
right?
about the difference between a 9th grade boy and a senior girl.
Right.
Let alone a 6th grade boy and a senior girl.
Right,
That's a
right.
big difference.
It's totally different. So we really wanted to be able to cater those environments to you guys and to change them to fit a high schooler and fit where you guys are at and what you guys are going through as far as content goes, worship goes, and even just the fun stuff we do. So we're really excited about the opportunity to create an environment specifically for you guys. But in order to do that, we really need y'all's help. And the way that we need your guys' help is that we're not bringing all these middle schoolers. That means we have a lot more room for a lot more friends and a lot more awesome time. So we want to give you guys a chance to bring your friends, to bring people you know, and we're actually going to have incentives for that, right, Brett?
Yeah, so one of the things that we've come up with is if you invite a friend, there's a spot where, how many of you have signed up already? Okay, so some of you already signed up, which is awesome. If you haven't yet, when you go on there, there's a spot where you can say whether or not you've gone to Fuse before or not. Obviously, a lot of you guys have been there before. If you haven't, there's a spot to say, no, it's my first time, and who invited you. We're tracking that because we want to see who you guys invite. So what Jeff came up with, I think, is your idea, is like, why don't we give a piece of swag away to students who invite someone to come and they sign up for the very first time. So if you've got a friend, you're like, I would love for my friend to come with me to Fuse. I would love for them to get connected to Ripple Effect, and maybe Fuse is a really good way to feel like they're connected, and you invite them and they sign up. We want to give you and your friends something just for signing up.
And it's so dope, you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I wish I could show it to you tonight. There's one person in this room who's seen it. It's Johnny Hummel. He's the only person who's seen it.
Johnny, do you give it the
Is it
thumbs
dope?
up? Fire!
So they're, I'm not even going to tell you guys what you are. We'll show them to you before the year is out, but just be thinking about what friends you can bring. And whenever you're thinking about that, like, I don't want you to bring a friend just because it's something fun to do. Like, the reality is that for a lot of people, Fuse is a moment they look back to whenever they first started walking with Christ.
Yeah,
or whenever they really grew into their relationship with Christ. So that's such an opportunity, right, to bring a friend and let them experience that with you. I think that's such a cool opportunity to show them that and to point them towards Jesus in a really fun, awesome way.
Yeah, I mean, we love regroups and Ripple Effect. We love when we get you guys here, and we know you guys love your regroups. We want you to be able to extend that kind of relationship and feeling like you're a part of a group to your friends. And we think that Fuse might be actually one of the really good ways to do that. So we want to encourage you. And like Jeff said, we have lots of room to be able to do that because we're not bringing the middle schoolers with you guys. So,
Right.
yeah.
So because we love that, because we love you guys,
Yeah.
we want to give you an opportunity to go for cheaper. And because we want you to be able to go for cheaper, we want to pay for someone's deposit.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Well, hold
Like,
on.
It's
hold
going
on.
down. Stop
Jeff,
raising your
we
hand.
just talked about them inviting a friend. So why don't we give someone here a free deposit, $100, and they can invite someone who's never been to Fuse to come with them, and if that person signs up, they'll sign up for a free deposit as well tonight.
I love it. That
All
would be
right.
awesome.
So tonight you have a chance to win it. We're not just going to give it away. You've got to earn it.
This is just like House Wars. It's a competition, so who's the best?
Yep, so pull out your phone. We're doing a Kahoot. If you win Kahoot, it's individual. If you win Kahoot tonight, 8 questions. It's all about Fuse and summer camp. But listen, they're not that hard. It's about answering those
They're
questions
easy.
quickly. And did we refresh? Who did that?
Trump's ex-wife.
Is
I did it.
Melania here? Like,
Wait, they're still together.
wait, they're settled. Yeah, they're married. Are
Does
people able to
does
get
that
in?
mean that Trump's ex-wife gets a free deposit to Fuse if she wins?
Yep. Yes. So you are signing up for a chance to win a deposit for yourself and for a friend who's never been to Fuse with us before. All right. So
Did you see that Carly also signed up?
I didn't know Carly. No, it's Carly.
Oh, and just so you guys know, after we're done with Kahoot and after we figure out who's getting their free deposit for them and their friend who's coming for the first time, we have tons and tons and tons like literally a lot. I think I might have over-purchased
You
chips
definitely
and dip.
over purchase.
We have so much chips and dip. So after we're done playing Kahoot, you guys can go in there. We got dips for days. We got spinach dip. We got.
Wait, hold on. You led with spinach dip?
I like
You're getting
spinach dip.
yourself- Look
Who
at you.
likes spinach dip in this room?
Okay,
Come
but
on.
like, why wouldn't you lead with like 5-layer dip or buffalo dip or? Oh, we don't have buffalo dip. I'm sorry.
He muted me because he doesn't like spinach.
All right, so we got a lot of people in there. You got 10. We got 60,
Kerbalicious.
61, 60, 61. All right. Oh yeah, this is only for students, by the way.
Why
Only
is
for
there
students.
Why is there questions at the end of Chandler?
Is it Chandler or is it Tracy playing with Chandler's phone? I don't know.
Fat Mags.
I like Ben's there. I like getting. Oh, and Hayden, winky smile.
All right. You guys ready? Let's do this thing. Let's get it started.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, here we go.
Can I play? I want to play.
Hey, we got 5 seconds for each question, so you got to be ready.
8 questions.
This summer will be how many times our church has put on Fuse? How many times have we done it? 5, 8, 10, or 11 times? This summer will make what number?
Sorry, I'm in the way.
All right, the answer was 11.
good job.
42 people got it.
Next
this is our
question.
11th one.
Carly's in the lead.
Carly. All
We've
right.
never done Fuse split between middle and high school before. True, false, what is Fuse? Am I in high school? Why is there a picture of someone dancing like that?
I
What
don't
is
know.
that?
I Googled middle schoolers.
Right.
All right, we did do it before, so we
Ooh,
did do
Seth
a few.
Thomas takes
it was
the
like
lead.
6 or 7
Hey,
years
Brett,
ago.
you're
we were
playing.
split.
Did you know you're playing? You're almost winning.
Was it wrong? Did I choose the wrong answer?
Oh, they think you chose the wrong answer, but you actually didn't. We actually have done Fuse separate before.
Yeah, we've done it separate before.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
like 5 or 6 years ago, we were separate, high school, middle school.
When you guys were in
Yep,
middle school.
Long Ridge, it was 2012. No, yeah, 2012.
I think I was still in high school.
Yeah, 2012.
Next question.
Wait, who's that? I'm playing.
The
I'm
rabid
third.
fox at our first Fuse was shot and killed by.
Mike Ashcraft, a volunteer, a student, a Wanata Valley staff.
That sounds like a joke, but that is not a joke.
No,
there was
we had
actually a rabid fox.
We had a rabid fox.
I
Bit-
believe he was shot out the window of a Prius, right?
It was. It bit 2 kids. And a volunteer shot it. One of our own volunteers shot and killed. Pulled up in a Prius. Yep.
Priuses are
All right,
great,
Seth Thomas.
great cars for drive-bys.
All right. And Black House. I don't know. This is. And I am in 4th place. I made this quiz. How am I in 4th? All right, next. What is the highest human blobbing ever recorded?
Is there a picture for this one?
There it
Oh,
is.
wow.
35 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, or 55 feet?
I thought it was going to be the time I blobbed Braden, your
dude.
son,
Hey,
into
he-
the sky.
He blobbed my son higher than the ceiling, I feel like. All right, it was 50
55.
feet. Or
Now-
50 feet, it was 55, sorry. 55
Was that a double
feet.
blob or a single blob?
Single
or a...
blob off
Wow.
of a crane.
All right, next. Brett's shiny.
I am. My
Darn
gamer
it.
tag is Shiny Forehead 78.
You should get a free deposit just for that name. All right, next. When Fuse was in Dirty Myrtle in 2015, we hosted the most students ever with how many students?
300, 500, 450, or 350?
Who can resist the call of Dirty Myrtle?
Look, that was it. That's the hotel. Who came with us to Fuse there? Yeah. All right, it was 450. Yep. 450. 17 people got that right. We brought 450 students to Fuse. That's
Is that
pretty
it?
cool. You know what?
Is that the last question?
No, we got a couple more.
Got a couple more. Okay.
The
Brett-
first camp we went to for Fuse, Wanata Valley, had what kinds of rides? Corvette, Hummer, speedboat, helicopter.
There's a picture of camels, and camels isn't an option. Why is that?
Because I didn't want to give away the answer, Jeff. It was Hummer rides. Does anybody here do those? Anybody here that was that year? No. Like
Elizabeth
with us.
Peterson
Tracy
was.
did it. Yes. Tracy was a volunteer back then. Yes. Those were the best. That was awesome. I thought I was going to go off that mountain every time.
3 players have reached answer streak 3.
All right. Black
Is this
House.
the last-
On average, how many kids or students attend camps throughout the U.S. each summer? This is the last question.
Final question.
Last question. How many kids More than 9 million, more than 11, more than 12, or your mom goes to camp.
Your mom goes to camp. Your mom goes to camp.
And the answer is...
Your mom goes to camp. Is that the answer?
Did it freeze? Oh, no, it's counting down.
11
It was
million.
more than 11 million, and so the winner is...
CJ!
CJ! We cannot, it's like rigged.
Is it just
How did this happen?
Well, no, it's because he got baptized. You actually get better luck for
What's
one
that?
day after you get baptized.
Come here, come here, come here.
Just kidding. That's
What's
not
that?
true.
What'd you say? Come on up. Come on up. What? No, no, no. You won it. You won it fair and square. Get up here.
Get up here.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, CJ Sasser. CJ, you got a $100 deposit. How happy is your dad right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
I can't see. I think that's a 10.
That's very, very. It wasn't one of the options. CJ, do you have somebody in mind that you feel like you can invite that has never been to before?
Yes.
And they go to Hoggard?
Yes.
Don't tell me who it is.
How about if you tell us all who it is and we can all go invite them? Like, we can all text them. Do you
Wait,
know their
why don't
phone
we all
number?
friend them on Instagram and start hounding them about going to Fuse, and then you ask them?
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hey, CJ, that's awesome. You won. You weren't even on the leaderboard the whole time, and that's amazing. Oh,
Good
you
job.
were? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
All right, let's hear
All
it for CJ. Hey, guys, like I said before, thank you for worshiping with us tonight and hanging out with us. If you head into that room right there, in T-minus 5 minutes, thousands of dips will appear before your eyes.
T-minus 5 minutes?
I haven't brought them out there yet.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to go do that.
Chips and dips.